Today I took one trade, one winner. Um, Followed my plan, and plan worked out. Luckily, I guess, because it was kind of a counter trend trade. So going into today, we had TPO that was a higher relationship, and even the electronic trading hours higher relationship. So was CPR, and cams were overlapping higher. So generally a bullish relationship, but also we've been kind of in this little mini downtrend there. But also, market open was set to open below L3, below both value lows, and inside CPR. So it was kind of a bearish open. And so mainly I wanted to short this area of value area low at 68.55 all the way to value area low for RTH at 68.65 or 68.55 to 60.65. And then we had this little bit of a high volume node ledge over here at 68.60. So anywhere in this area I wanted to short. And then my long plan, because of yesterday's rally up, formed a demand on the 30-minute, and it was coming into that. So it was also where L3 was. So I was thinking I could long this demand zone. So those were my two main scenarios going into market open. And yeah, right as market opened, it came down and it rallied. So I see this big delta divergence here on the 1 minute, and I see another one, this one forming on the 1 minute here. But then a bunch of buyers come in. So I was intrigued by this, but it just shot up after that. So I didn't really have a chance to get in, nor did I have enough confirmations to get in. But it was right off of demand, and it wasn't my plan. I was thinking about it, but just didn't catch it. So now I'm looking at this big downtrend during pre-market hours, and it broke out of this trend line. So now my plan was that I short around here, 55 to 65 area. But now I'm not sure about it because it's rallying up like crazy. It just broke out the trend line, and so I wasn't too comfortable shorting at this area. But it does come up to value area low here at 68.65, and it forms kind of a P shape. It forms a 1 minute delta divergence here. Also on the 1 minute, there was this high volume shooting star candle, and also there were some selling imbalances here. POCs at the top here, forming kind of a P shape, but I wasn't too sure, especially because it was rallying pretty hard beforehand, so I didn't want to be the first seller. I wanted some sort of retest, so I was waiting for this. I mean, I guess you can kind of call that a retest, but I just wasn't too sure about that. So it was kind of a P-shape, but it was a very iffy one. And also there's really not much on the 2 minute, so I was a little hesitant on that. So I didn't enter, but it starts coming back up again, and I say that if it comes back up, doesn't break the highs here, but delta breaks the highs and forms a CVD hidden divergence, then I'd be interested in shorts. So I'm kind of waiting for that, seeing if that would happen. There's a rally up, and then CVD already broke the highs, but price did not. So that's a good sign. And so I'm kind of looking at this in a positive light here. Barely touched the highs here, and then it started rejecting. And it forms another 1 minute delta divergence here, and then this one, there's a P shape forming, which I really like. So I liked that. I also liked the fact that it was forming a 2 minute delta divergence. It formed one here, but also on this retest of the highs, it formed another one. So I liked that also. And then the POC is also at the highs. So now I'm pretty much decided that I would get in. I saw this 5 or 20 range chart or candle close, and then I entered 2 contracts short. There's 5 points risk, and yeah, my target, I wanted it to be demand, but I aimed for this little demand that we had before the market open rally. So it was 68.44, and that was about 3.5 hours. So that was very close to what I usually go for, which is a 3-hour target. So I put my target there. Because I was in with 2 contracts, I was going back and forth on targeting demand or the low day, but I just decided that the 17 points here, 3.5 hours is good, and just decided to take both off there. And it seems like that, in hindsight, was a good decision because it came right to that little demand that we had and rallied up, and I would have gone stopped out at break even. It did end up rejecting its supply though, and then came down all the way down to break the low day and this demand. But yeah, now that I look at it, it was a break and then kind of a retest of this downtrend line here, and went up to the supply. So yeah, I caught this little counter trend reversal here, but I don't know, maybe I just got lucky there on the target. But I thought these were good confirmations, so I took it. Yeah, and then it hit my target. I did have a little dilemma here when it started coming back up. It did hit 2 already, but I didn't know if I should place my stop at break even or not because it didn't form a lower high yet. So if it just came back, I would have just stopped out fully instead of having it at break even. Luckily, it went down and hit my target, but yeah. So that was my trade, and luckily it worked out.